Make sure your hands are complete. I already washed my hands, but you want to make sure that your hands are completely clean, as not to allow anything gross from your hand to go into your line. Then you take the syringe. In my case, they're already very convenient. What I'm flushing is saline solution and heparin, which has the yellow cap in my case. And the heparin is a blood thinner, and saline is just to clear out what's in there, what's in the line beforehand, so that there is no drug interaction at all. I like to open up my syringes all initially, just to get the air bubble out of them, to make sure that I can give myself the injections fast. So what you do is you take the cap off, and you pull back. You can see the little black thing going down. You pull back, and then you push up, and then once you see this little thing rise up to the top, you know it's right. Now I'm going to have to do that again. But they're very hard to pull back initially, and you don't want to do that if you're trying to hold with one hand. Something with one hand and something with the other. And you want to avoid touching the tips. Just getting them prepared. And the last one. So they are all ready. Next step is to take another alcohol prep wipe, and you choose a line. I have a distinction between white and blue, so I'm going to take the white one, do that one first. You clean off the tip. Just want to make sure that there's nothing in there that can just go in. And then you have to open it, because it's always closed off, so you have to open it to make sure that you can infuse something. Then I grab my saline. The saline usually, almost always goes first. And you screw it on. Now, for whatever reason, my line has been gathering a lot of bubbles, so I'm going to pull back a little bit and bring the bubbles in, which actually will bring some blood down through my line. Now the bubbles have all reached the top of my syringe. And I'm going to push it, and I'm going to watch carefully to make sure that there are no large bubbles. Small bubbles aren't a problem. Large bubbles are the major problem. And now I can taste the saline. I don't know if any of you have PICC, whether you can taste it or not, but it's gross. You want to push slowly so that you can observe and make sure that there aren't any bubbles going through, but also, I mean, not too anally. Okay, now I'm getting down to the bottom, and I see my bubble, my big bubble, is flattening out in there, so I'm gonna just cut it off. Okay. So that was the saline, and this is still clean as long as you don't let it touch anything. Now I'm gonna prepare the heparin and screw it on. And there shouldn't be any bubbles in here at all, but I'm still gonna watch carefully. And I'm just going to push that in. Okay, the bubble's also forming at the bottom here, so we know we're done. I'm going to pop that off and reclose the thing off so that no air bubbles can just somehow slide up there. So that was the white one. Do the same thing for the blue one. Get the alcohol swab and wash that off. Make sure that you push, because the way it works is the thing goes into it and it pushes it down. So if anything got stuck in there, it's going to go into your bloodstream. It's not something I want. Hopefully you do not as well. Alright, do the same thing with the other one. Oh, whoopsie. Okay, you have to obviously open this up, otherwise it'll reject it. It'll push you right back out. And then we screw it on. Okay. Now I'm going to pull back again because there's actually a very large bubble in there. Okay. Oh, the bubbles aren't done, so we're going to pull back again. Very slowly. Try to get them absorbed. Okay. Now I have blood coming up my line. So I'm going to push that blood away. Try to get that bubble out.